Yellow. Yellow. Did anybody's grandparent or mom or dad answer the phone that way? Yellow. Or when mom was still alive, and she's the topic of today's Ask Joe a Question because her death anniversary is Sunday, but there's so much to say about mom. I wanted to dedicate a show just to talk about my mama. And so we'll be doing that over the next few days. Found this, and it is precious. My mom used to call, and even though I knew when she called, her phone would be ringing mine, and I'd pick up and I'd be, hello. And mom would always say, it's me. Like she was singing me a song and like I didn't know because it said on my phone, mom, like it does when dad calls. Anyway, I want to show you some of the stuff. Look, I'm trying to get better at this after yesterday's of the stuff that mom, um, glasses, we need glasses. Okay, so the fun fact about my baby book is that I was the baby. So I think by the time I came around, mom had her fill of writing this, that, and the other down. She would just make some general observations and some notes. But let me just go through this. I was born at 603, July 28th, 1973, Logansport, Indiana, at Memorial Hospital. 7 pounds, 1.5 ounces. Let's get that in. Don't let me slide on that. 20 and a half inches long. And I had a little bit of hair. I was mostly a bald baby. Can you believe that? I mean, come on the Vestal Goodman scale today, I'm given this hair beehive that I'm bringing back with a 10 being full on. You've got bees living in your head, pollinating from the trees, coming in, making the honey and storing it for the queen bee. That's a 10. I'm giving mine a 1, a V1 today on the enhanced Vestal ranking system. So just think about that as I'm flipping through. Now, what I love to do is go through here and see stuff that I've personally taken the responsibility of adding, just because history. And they're not necessarily facts, but I sure wanted people to believe them. Okay, here's an entry that my mom, first of all, other names that mom was considering of naming me. Imagine this. I was named after my dad, Robert Joseph. Dad's name's Robert Lane. Interesting story now. Dad has a great grandchild whose name is Ryland Lane. So isn't that cute? Love that. And he loves that. But I could have been called Ricky. Ricky, don't lose my number. Or Teddy. I mean, Teddy. I don't think so. Mom went by Joey, called Joey. Everybody in my family to this day calls me Joey. If someone says Joey, chances are family member or childhood friend. But mom, I love these notes she put in here. She put called Joe when older. Now, she wrote this. I keep in mind, I was born in 1973. Mom wrote this in my baby book on August. I love her so much. August 7th of the year 2000. Joe, now that you are older, make Jesus your Savior. He is the only way for peace and the only way to heaven in your heart. Written by and love your mother, not mom, your mother. Sometimes she'd call and say, this is your mother, Joseph. Um, Let's see what else is in here. We've got the first home. Now, look, when it came to the weight and chart thing, mom really dropped the ball on that, and I'm pretty sure I'm glad. Here are some of my first words. Imagine it. Baba. Bye bye. Doggy. I didn't say four doggies. I said doggy. That is a singular use. I don't know what happened there. Cat, which I like cats, but clearly I like dogs. Bird. I mean, I don't like birds. Birds scare me. I like birds and pictures and movies. Um, Imagine this. Another word that I started saying around 14 months. No, 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 no. It's that makes sense, doesn't it? Learn the word baby too. Not sure why I needed that. Now, when I was teething, my reaction to teething was fair and pretty good baby. Here's one. Let's get this out to the press. I was not fussy. My mom never drank, but I'm really questioning that entry. Here's some of the words that I would say instead of the real words, which now I know I have got trouble with words because they just let this slide. I called mom, my mom, my father, dada, my sister, sissy, my grandfather, pop, paw, and my grandma, mama, my aunt. I don't know why. Somebody explain this to me if you know. Nenny. I don't know why I called her Nenny, but I called her Nenny. Probably still would call her Nenny if I saw her today. Cracker is actually pronounced a cacker. I don't know if you know that, but that is the correct original Greek and Latin pronunciation. Look, I nailed doggy. Okay, when apparently I was eating steak as a child. I don't know some of these things. Look at this book. I question a lot of this. There's not a notary Republican here, but apparently, mom says I was calling steak snake. Um, I'm gonna need some more information on that. Let me see if I can. Okay, here's some of my first playmates. Wendy Zider. Wendy Zider. Class of 92. Chris Price. Chris, I am so I'm so sorry, but I have no idea who you are, even though you were the purse or my one of my first friends. All right. Now we're getting into some good stuff. I know it's sort of we got to keep it moving on this. Let's see. Home changes. We moved to Logansport on Emmett Drive, and I reacted to it good. So apparently I used to roll with the punches. Um, oh God, she had to put this in here. See, mom put Burns in here for me to read when I was 51. Joe still lives at home at 27 years old. I was nailing life, wasn't I? Let's see. This is Joe is now the news director at WSAL in Logansport at 27 years old. I started attending church, the First Church of the Nazarene. Back then it was called Fairview Church of the Nazarene, with mom in 1978. That fell out, and I have no. Oh, this is about the guy that delivered me, Dr. RJ Moracle, and his wife. Oh, that's a cute note. Okay, let me just see. Oh, wait, here's some more, just a couple more. Rhyme and music. I first began to notice, clearly, I need to make a new annotation in here, but when I learned to read, I first began to notice rhythmic sounds such as tick, tick, puff, puff, choo, choo, bow, wow at age 3. I don't know if that's normal, but we're going to say it is. Okay, and here is one of those later entries. I don't know if mom was speeding to get this done. But at age 27, Joe now works in radio. Joe is now a singer with a great voice, early teens, and now at age 27. Mom, with always still bossing me from the great beyond. Problems encountered. Sometimes I was scared and would cry. Hmm. I recently had a revelation as to why that was happening. So that's making sense. Joe served Jesus. He is the only way, your mother. I guess one of the first churches I went to was in Burroughs, Indiana. All right, so I think that's enough from this today because that was a lot. Should explain a little bit about who I am, why I am, and but probably a lot more. So, thank you, Mom, for dutifully filling out my baby book, not only from when I was born, but clearly through the age of 27, which, you know what? Show me another mom that's doing that because I want to meet that lady and ask her some questions. So, I keep forgetting to look up here, people. Stop that. I'm used to radio. I'm looking into the microphone because I don't want to see you. That's a lie. I do want to see you. I want to thank you for coming on. I know I've gotten lots of questions for folks wanting answered, and I know some and I don't know some, but I'll tell you what, I'm going to get the answers and we're going to figure these out together. What I'm going to do is put all of your questions, and I've received a bunch, but you can still send your questions to me. You can DM me here on the Facebook internet webs and just put AJAQ, Ajax, I'm calling it. And that's Ask Joe a Question. And then if we draw yours out of the hat, then that's the question we will answer. I hope you're enjoying these. I totally am enjoying these. I know Saturdays and Sundays will be a little more somber because Sunday is the 4 year anniversary of my mom, Laura Talbert O'Leary's death. And it's a gut punch every year at Christmas. It's a gut punch all year long. People that lost parents know that, but especially at the holidays, this is our fifth Christmas without my mama. All right, everybody, get out there. It's Friday. It's the weekend. I expect great things. I expect great questions to come in. We've got some doozies and some that I'm not sure how you think I know the answer, but we'll get to them. All right. Have a great week, everybody. Love y'all.